The car market is in absolute shambles. I mean, are people still buying cars? Yeah, somehow they are. Is that probably the worst financial decision they make in their entire life? Also, yes. Is there a light at the end of that tunnel? I don't know. I mean, you tell me in the comments, and honestly, I don't even care if you subscribe or like the video.
What do you drive and what's your monthly payment?
I drive a Hyundai Tucson SEL. I pay $707 a month.
What do you drive?
Bronco.
What do you pay?
I can't say that on camera. Too much.
Does it start with a 5?
No.
More.
7.
What car do you drive and what's your monthly payment?
I have an IS350.
Monthly payment? Unknown? Too high or too low?
I think it's too high.
What do you drive and what's your monthly payment?
2025 BMW and two, and I pay $1,500 a month.
Finance. What do you drive and what is your monthly payment?
A Lamborghini Urus Performante, and my monthly payment is like $5,200 a month.
Oh. Do you know the kind of house you could get for $5,200 a month? At least where I'm from. That's a lot of money. Hey, but he probably has his reasons. He's got to have his reasons, because I don't know why you would pay $5,200 a month for a car. And if you think about it, they all drive to the same workplace and do the same thing. The one that blows my mind almost as much as the Urus is the chick paying $700 for a Hyundai. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Here are 3 numbers that show just how expensive it is to buy a new car and to pay for it every month. Experian says that in the third quarter, the average amount borrowed was more than $42,300, up about $1,300 compared to where it was last year. What does that mean for the monthly payment? Right now, the average is $748. That's up about $13 compared to last year. That's close to a record high. And how long are these auto loans for a new vehicle? On average, they're spread out over 69 months.
Oh my
But keep in mind, 1 out of every 3 people, they're going to take out a loan that goes over 6 years, most of those being 7-year loans, and a growing number of people are taking out 8-year loans.
8-year loans. You think about this. You have a kid that's 8 years old, you buy this car, and you get a loan for 8 years. They're gonna be able to drive the car. Now, the problem is that car will not be drivable in 8 years. Chances are that car will not be drivable in 8 years. So the kid that's 8 years old, when you buy the stupid BMW, they grow up, they can't wait to drive that car, they love that car, that's dad's car. I'm gonna get that car. When I become a man, I get that car. But see, here's the thing, little Timmy. The car broke down 5 years ago and we don't have enough money to fix it. We just bought a new car. So you're gonna have to get your own car. Good luck.
Would you pay $60,000 for a Toyota RAV4? Toyota thinks so, but some of the interior feels like this is a $30,000 car. Let me let you hear what it's like to open this. Now, I like that it's dual and you can open it side by side, but it feels and sounds cheap. And again, we're talking about $45,000 here, so I'm gonna be a little bit more critical, but I like how they have charging options. You get a 45-watt charger here, you get wireless chargers here, but I know you can't see it in the back, but the back are only 15 watt. Why not just make the whole car 45 watts? And the third thing just comes down to the price. These cars are getting expensive. $45,000 for the XSE. The GR has not released the price, but is estimated over $60,000. Even just an XSE plug-in, you're looking over $50,000. This is real price point, so criticism is well deserved. Oh, and the RAV4 Limited is $48,000. Am I saying not to buy a RAV4? Not at all. This is still a great SUV that is going to be reliable and last you a lifetime. It's why people buy them.
How are these soccer mom freaking jalopies $60,000? Did you hear how that sounded like a toy? My niece, she has like a little toy car. It makes the same sound when you open the door. And like, who really cares if it opens sideways? Like, you're just trying to be different. Just open it how they all do, okay? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't need it to open sideways and sound like a Fisher-Price toy, Toyota. Like, I understand your name is Toyota, but let's not take it that serious now. That was corny. That was corny. But that's okay. It's not as corny as having a toy for a console in your car that costs $48,000 to $60,000. So.
How much you put down?
$1,000.
How much is your payments?
$600.
And how long you financing? For life.
And the only reason it upsets me is because this keeps the machine rolling. That's the only reason it upsets me when people do stuff like that, because it just keeps the machine rolling. I remember when 60 months was a long time to have a car loan. Now that's like a good term. That's like a decent, pretty short term.
Anytime the dealership got you running
Oh, yeah, that
around
sounds
cutting
funny.
bowls, hitting drums, and hitting Asian gongs, well, congratulations. You just got bent the over.
It's not really that funny, but it is. I want to watch that again.
Anytime the dealership got you running around cutting bowls, hitting drums, and hitting Asian gongs, well, congratulations. You just got
Bro, the way he's walking over, you can tell he regrets it. I bought a car from a dealership once, and they had this thing where you could bring it back within a week, and I went to the dealership and I said, hey, I want this car. They said, hey, you can't have that car, but you can have this car. Your credit's not good enough for that car, basically, but you can have this car. And I was like, I really want that car though. And the thing is on the phone, you guys told me I could have that car, but now that I'm here, you're telling me I can't have that car. And so long story short, I ended up just going with the car that they told me to go with. And I really didn't want that car. And I brought that car home, and it was when I had roommates, and one of my good buddies was my roommate, and I brought it home, and it was a Jeep Compass. And I brought it home, and he was like, "Are you gonna go pick up some young soccer players in that?" And that really struck me pretty hard. And I took the car back the next day, and they were not happy about it. But it was honestly one of the best decisions. And that's right there is evidence that bullying and being mean to people is actually a good thing sometimes. So I appreciate you, Rashad, for, making that joke. Anyways,
Girl math is buying a mom car in your 20s so that for the next 10 plus years, you don't have to go out and repurchase a new vehicle to fit all the kids you're gonna have. I'm just saying, girl math is mathin'.
I mean, the interior of that car looks smaller than the interior of my Ford Focus. I don't know if that math is, you might have did the addition and subtraction well, but wait till you get to the geometry part. We're gonna see if that works out. You might be trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
If you think about getting the car, bro, going to debt, just do it, bro. If you want that Corvette C8, right? If you want that Mustang EcoBoost with the turbo on it, if you want that Ford Raptor, you want that TRX, go on a debt, bro. It ain't nothing but a thing. Get that money.
Hey, man, listen up. If you're having a bad day today, just remember there's guys out there that drive a RAV4. Toyota RAV4s. Man, how embarrassing is that?
I kind of like RAV4s, damn. I mean, now that they're $60,000, I don't, but I'd drive a RAV4. I mean, what's wrong with that? And I honestly, I feel a little attacked off of that one, but hey. I know I would not go into extreme debt. I wouldn't go into any debt for any car. I don't know. I guess I don't value my car that much. I wouldn't go into extreme debt for a car. Like, some of these trucks are $80,000. Like in a mid range, they're like $80,000, and it's just like, I guess, are you moving a bunch of stuff, or what are you doing that you need that?
I bought an awesome car, but now I'm completely over it. This is it right here. It's a brand new BMW M3 Competition, and I spent a pretty penny on this thing, and for the first few months, I was absolutely in love. Don't get me wrong, it's really fun to drive. It's very exciting. Tons of people make comments on it, and that's never happened to me before. But after about, let's say, 6 months, all of the excitement kind of just faded away, and now it's just become normal to me. And you see, I've seen this same thing happen to me so many times in my life before. I get this idea of something that I think is really cool. It's gonna make me really happy. I spend all this time and focus going after it. And then when I get it, it's not anything what I thought it was going to be. And then eventually down the road, it just becomes my new normal. And if anything, it just raises the bar for what is needed to make me happy.
Yeah. So one time this guy told me, he said, you know, he got a new car and it was nice. And I was like, man, how you liking driving it? And he was like, you know what, man? It's crazy because even that new car smell wears off. And I was like, wow, that really stuck with me.
How much money I lost driving an X3M competition for 2 years. Let's calculate it.
So when I was 22, I bought this X3M. I bought it for $56,886. After sales tax and fees, it came out to $63,999. The day I purchased the car, I put down $20,000. I've made 23 monthly payments totaling $19,136. I've put 17,055 miles on the car. On average, I get about 14 miles to the gallon. Assuming 380 a gallon, we're at $4,630 in gas. I spent $2,000 on tires. I pay roughly $130 a month for full coverage insurance, which is $2,990. I could probably sell the car for about $45,000 right now. I owe $27,000, so that gives me $18,000 of equity. So my total cost was $48,756 minus my $18,000 in equity, giving me a total loss of $30,756. And it's probably more than that.
It's probably more than that because you may not even be able to sell the car for what you think it's worth. I mean, that's just what someone's saying it's worth. It doesn't mean that someone wants to buy it for that much. And it only goes down. That how much it's worth goes down every single month, basically. So that's the most it'll probably ever be worth. I mean, good for this guy. Kudos to this guy for at least doing the math and you know, looking at how much money he is actually losing out on to have those bloody guts. And by bloody guts, I mean his red interior inside of his car. I mean, it's nice, but when you think about you're all in at $30,000 and there's no return.
When people have these cars and they're like, why my oil change so much? Why is the service so expensive? Well, your oil change is so much because one, this means break my wallet. And second is because after the oil change is done, I gotta come in here, reset your oil life percentage. So that way you don't say, hey, it says it on my dash that you didn't change my oil. Give me my money back.
See, a mechanic will tell you better than anybody. I mean, they know. Like BMW does all this weird stuff to where you have to like have a special secret agent work on your car. You have to hack a system. You have to hack a mainframe just to do an oil change. Why is it so difficult? Why have we made cars more difficult to work on? And also crappier and run for less time than they used to? I don't understand it. Maybe I need to think about it from a business perspective, but to me, I don't understand it. Because if you have to do all this just to get an oil change, you know they're gonna charge you like $500 for an oil change when like a car from the 2000s, that's not a BMW, like some Ford or something, go get an oil change for $40. Or do it yourself. It's easy enough to do yourself.
Whoever great idea it was to convince me that a Porsche Cayenne was a dream mom car, count your freaking days. This car is so dumb, like literally dumb. I'm in park, took my seatbelt off, and I'm getting alarmed. Seatbelts off, seatbelts off. Oh shit, I'm parked. Reasons why I hate my Porsche Cayenne as a mom car. Y'all are liars. cars. I'm convinced if you think a Porsche Cayenne is a perfect mom car, you don't have children. Number one, this is marketed as a luxury car. What is luxury about this car to begin with? Remote control start? Non-existent. Skip button on the steering wheel? Nah. How about this mirror reflective console? Yeah, every time I'm driving, I'm getting blinded. I'm about to swerve into the next lane, crash into the person next to me. Oh, you want to skip a song? You've got to be okay with living on the edge because you have to look down at this massive screen and try to figure out where the freaking button is on this touchscreen. Can't do that either because you're getting blinded by that doohickey the entire time. I'm driving like this. Every time you get out of the car, yeah, the seat's actually going to reset. So when you go to get your son out of the car seat in the back, the chair is actually going to push back on his car seat and you're literally not going to be able to get him out until you get back in the front seat, move the seat forward, leave the car on, then get your son out of the back, and then turn off your car and shut the doors.
So you basically have to do an escape room to get your kid out. You have to play Unblock Me just to get your kid out of the back of a luxury mom car. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many times people have to get like slapped in the face to realize like, stop buying these high-end luxury cars. There's no difference, just like she was saying. I was saying this earlier. I've been in like a pretty nice Honda, and I've also been in like a pretty nice BMW. And I couldn't tell you the difference. I really couldn't.
Let's see how much you need to make to comfortably afford a brand new 2026 Chevy Tahoe. The price of the brand new Chevy Tahoe comes out to be around $78,000, but when you multiply it by 7% sales tax, you get a brand new total of around $83,000. After taking the final cost of the vehicle, adding 20% down, finance at 5% for a total of 60 months, you're left with a total monthly payment of around $1,200 a month. Annual maintenance cost for the Chevy Tahoe is only going to be around $310 for the first year, so it's roughly going to be around $25 a month if you were to budget this out. The annual insurance cost on the Chevy Tahoe is going to be around $1,400 all the way to $2,700 a year for full coverage, so that's going to start at around $118 a month. However, insurance is going to vary for everyone. The estimated annual fuel cost is going to cost you around $4,100 all the way to $4,200 a year, so on the low end, that's going to be around $341 a month if you were to budget this out. And after you add all of this up, you're left with a total monthly payment of around $1,700 a month. And if you were to multiply this by 10%, you'll find your monthly gross income, then multiply this by 12 to find your annual gross income. And you roughly should be making around $209,000 a year to be able to very comfortably afford a 2026 Chevy Tahoe.
Yeah, so I mean, I stand corrected actually. Just go cash. Just go cash car. I think at this point, guys, let's just make a statement. Let's go cash. Let's learn how to fix our own cars. And yeah, I don't know, because I don't know how maybe I don't make a lot of money or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like living in another universe, because I don't know how people are affording these things even with payments. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comments. And like I said, I don't even care if you like and subscribe. If you do what you want to do. You're your own person.